This Happy New Year, Happy New Year, Happy New Year, everyone. Welcome to the EBM Scholars Show. Today, I'm very much excited. It is 2024. Guess what? I'm live, and I'm live on Facebook, Instagram, uh, Facebook page, Facebook group, on the 3 YouTube channel, Twitter, everywhere. I'm live because we are in the year 2024. And the topic for today is 2024 and immigration opportunities for you. Welcome, everyone. Okay, let me start by saying a few things of 2024. I don't know whether I can say my personal goals or these will be the goals for the EBM scholars as opportunity. Number one, I'm starting with something a little bit different. Something different because I've tried to find what will be the good way on how I can be posting so many opportunities. Making videos is sometimes overwhelming, especially when you are talking about educational videos, when you are talking about opportunities. So I will try to find certain ways where you can make a video, explain something, but at the same time, you can post a link or can post a PDF. There are not many things of that nature. So for that case, I have two different platforms for this 2024, for this 2024, which I'll be very, very much focused on. On YouTube channel, I'll be posting every single day videos, at least between 3 to 5 videos a day. My goal is to have at least more than 1,500 videos in English YouTube channel and in Swahili YouTube channel. That will be a lot. But I know you or some of your friends or people you know have other goals. And goals to go somewhere, other places, maybe to go for studies, to relocate, and so forth. So I introduced today one of the few things which I'm going to work on. Obvious, for those people who know now, I have my app, the EBM Scholars app. It hasn't been just been with the developer. There are certain things coming up. We are improving, we are reducing, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But we are in the final testing of the iOS app, the app in iPhone. So within a week or two, both iPhone app, Android app will be there, EBM Scholars app. We thankful there are so many people, over 10,000 people have downloaded the app. So far, we have almost 10,000 people downloads that have downloaded the EBM Scholars app, but not subscribers. So you have to download and you have to subscribe in order to start using it. So that's what I'll be working on. So number one, on the app, I'll be posting a lot on the app. Number two, for the other people who are not aware of something is called the Locals. Is a new community which I've created, what we call the EBM Scholars Community, which is a treasure trove of exclusive content. You have to become a member and subscribe for daily opportunities. So on that EBM Scholars Community, in that community, it's just like, assume it's just like a more advanced of the Facebook group, the more advanced of the Facebook page. On this one, you become a member of the EBM. So of that case, I'll be able to post the jobs, post of schools, post of everything you need will be posted there, where you'll be able to do that. So what you need to do, you just go onto your browser, and if you type ebmscholars.locals.com. That is the page. It will take you join the EBM Scholars community to enrich your immigration journey with EBM Scholars. ebmscholars.locals.com. That will be one of the places where you'll be able to get all those kind of things. So that is one of the things I want to make sure you understand. It is starting this 2024. I'll be posting more opportunities On my YouTube, I'll be explaining things, but these opportunities will be posted either on my app or will be posted on the ebmscholars.locals.com. That is where you'll be able to do that. So that is something which you need to see and be able to understand. Let me play a little showing of what does that mean with the locals.
I know it is your dream. You and other people are looking for ways to immigrate, to relocate to other countries.
I have decided to bring up the community, EBM Scholars Community, a community of people to receive exclusive content of global opportunities around the world. So this platform, this community, what you need to do is to become a member. By becoming a member here, you can be able to become a member. And also, if you are already a member, you can just log in on the EBM Scholars platform, and the website is ebmscholars.locals.com. If you go to that website, you'll be able to see and receive exclusive content about all opportunities you are looking. As a member, you'll be able to see jobs, internship, volunteering, full funded scholarships, and any resource you are looking for will be posted on this platform. You can subscribe, you can contribute, you can pay tip. It's just $5 in a month so that you can be able to do that. You can join a chat, like here you can see. You can also, on your own, you can be able to post something on this community and get a response. So I appreciate your continued support. This is EBM. I want 2024 to be filled with people succeeding in one way or another into their dreams to relocate to other countries. So go on the ebmscholars.locals.com right now, become a member, and subscribe on a monthly $5 opportunity for you to get exclusive content. Okay, guys, so that is how you can be able to do that. So if you go to the www.ebmscholars.locals.com, you'll be able to check and see the what I've posted, like to become a community member of the EBM Scholars. Okay, so tell me where you are right now. You are watching this video from where? Where are you watching? I see people, Amri, Kamani, Michael is watching from Uganda. Where are you watching this video? This live stream, where are you right now? And Happy New Year, by the way. And what are your major goals? Are you looking forward in the next, how many months left? Obviously 4 months, we're in January. So January, February, March, April. So 4 months to reach the DV lottery results. As we are in the year 2024, already in January, so we have 4 months left to receive the diversity visa lottery results. January, February, March, April. And on Saturday, May 4th, the results will be out. So technically we have 4 months to wait for the results of the DV lottery. Usually the results are of two kinds. I'm telling people all the time. Either the results can be your entry has been selected, you become the winner, or your entry has not been selected. But in the meantime, while you are waiting for the results, don't put all eggs in one basket. If you are a student, study hard, make sure that you get good results. If you are working, work hard. And at the same time you are working, and at the same time you are doing something else, start to look for other opportunities. If there are opportunities for jobs, if there are opportunities for schools, if there are opportunities for visiting, if there are opportunities for conferences, go and work on those particular ways so that you don't wait just for the green card lottery. What if you don't win? Remember, that is a lottery. Yes, you might be praying every single day. Yes, you might be having a good guts that you are going to win, but what if not? That's why lottery, it's a lottery. Apply, pray to God, but also try to focus and look for other opportunities. It's beginning of the year. And as I've said, I'll be posting a lot of opportunities. My goal is to post 3 to 5 videos on my app, on my YouTube channel, on my community, which is called ebmscholars.locals.com. I'll be posting all those opportunities. So it is for you to be able to look these opportunities and work on them. So if you haven't subscribed, if you haven't come across to be a member of any of my platform, do so right now, because more opportunities will be posted almost every single day. Every single day you'll be doing that way. Eliza, I was sick. That's why I was not able to respond to any emails. So for any person who has paid for the meeting, so from today, I'm starting responding to the emails and make sure that we are working into that. Yeah. So I'll respond and we can be able to reschedule in that particular way. Happy New Year, bro. I'm from Tanga, following you on every step. That is from Precious Boko. Thank you so much. Ginda Gigi, Happy New Year. Happy New Year, everyone. Happy New Year, everyone. Then we have Maximilian, all the way from Ingolstadt, whatever, in Germany. It is 2 p.m. afternoon. Thank you so much. I know you are, I don't know whether you are enjoying winter over there. Okay, let me see of Instagram if there is be any person. I'm here on Instagram too, so that's why. So I'm doing everything at the same time. So let's see if any person on Instagram has a question or comment. I can read quickly. No one so far. Bing Nesta is asking about the jobs for cleaners in the supermarket. They say that maybe they pay more, all those kind of things. Okay, so number one, how do you get the jobs? What we call the jobs which are general labor jobs, non-professional jobs. I usually tell people, when you are going to look for jobs online, let's say to work in Europe, to work in the US, to work in Canada, don't just go to this job listing, Indeed, Simply Hired, whatever jobs online, and just write housekeeping jobs. Those jobs will be there just specifically for people who are for those people who are in that particular country. You have to find a job which clearly says that they are offering sponsorship. They are offering documents for you to come as a work visa professional. That's what you need to look at. So if you are searching, search jobs which are sponsoring foreigners. Because hiring someone outside of the country, there is a process, there is a procedure for you to follow. It's not just you, they just hire everybody. So if you go there and apply randomly without the job to say that they're hiring foreigner, it means that that job is for the people of that particular country. In the end, they will request for you to show the work authorization, proof of work authorization, without requiring what we call without requiring sponsorship. So you need to find jobs which clearly says, if you get this job, we'll give you the documents for you to go to work, to process for the visa. That is what you need to apply. And those jobs, I've been working on, looking for those jobs. I'm posting them on my app. So from tomorrow, any jobs, so I'll be researching specific job for sponsorship on app or on this new platform, which is ebmscholars.locals.com. That is where I'll be posting all those opportunities. The lottery results will be out on May 4, on Saturday. May 4. There is a question from Typhon. How can I get affordable universities in the United States for masters? It means I can pay school fees through working in the United States. So you have asked two things. Number one, you have asked about to pay for yourself. You cannot, if you get admission as an international student, you have to show a proof that you'll be able to pay for tuition and fees. And the proof, you cannot say, oh, by the way, I will be working, so that is the proof. No. Show the bank statement, you have that amount. That's number one. The bank statement you use to get to the I-20 and the bank statement you use to go to the embassy. But at the same time, depending on how much is the tuition and the fees, depending on how much is the cost of living in that particular city. Let's say if it's per year is 40,000 in that particular, you are living in California, obviously working as an international student, you will not be able to cover everything. So for the masters, number one, you have to look, if you have very good results, look for scholarships. That is number one. But if you're going to pay for yourself, obviously there is a certain amount you have to pay, there is a certain amount you have to work on it. And you have to find schools with low tuition fees in the states or in the cities with a low cost of living. Otherwise, you might end up into a state and you cannot be able to afford it. Remember, international student is allowed to work 20 hours per week by law. 20 hours per week, that work is about $1,000 per month or $1,200, depending how much they are going to give you as a minimum wage. So let's say it's $1,000, $1,200. How are you going to use that one to pay for the tuition fees, living expenses for the masters? Community colleges, yes, there are some of community colleges, they are within $12,000, $15,000 per year. It covers everything. But for masters, it's a little bit different because the credit hours, one credit hour is determined by, but community college is cheaper. When you go for masters, is higher. When you go for doctorate, is higher. So the tuition fees for masters, by default, it's higher in that particular way. But there are some of the universities, they say, if you come here, we'll give you, not scholarship, but we'll give you a discount of maybe 30% off. Those will be the one to start with. So if you are more interested, you can email ebm@ebmscholars.com. We can give you guidance in that particular way. Okay. I was requested to bring medical checkup results. Do you have? Okay. I was put on AP status due to medical reasons. Any chance? Yeah, I mean, to be on AP is not a problem. That's not a problem at all. Happy New Year, bro. EBM from South Sudan. Okay, thank you so much. Bro, EBM, I wrote to you an email headed information. I really need to talk to you about something important. I will do that. I was sick for over 3 weeks. Now that's why you can see I can talk, not for more than an hour, but now I can talk without coughing too much, whatever. I was so sick. So within these 2 days, I'm going to finish all emails and you'll get your response. Can I change visiting visa in the United States to working once I land there? Can I change? That is the question from Vincent. Yes, but is it practical? That is another thing you need to ask yourself. It's very difficult, but it's possible. You are allowed. Previously, 2 years ago, it was not allowed. If you come to the United States under the visiting, you are not allowed to work. Not the United States, any country in the world is a visiting visa, you are not allowed to work. But you are not allowed even to apply for jobs. You are not allowed to do the interview. But from summer last year, the United States Citizenship and Immigration Services, Department of Homeland Security, has allowed someone who is in the United States not to work to apply for a job. That's number one. Then to do the interview. But you will not be allowed to start working until you get the work authorization. Your employer will go and request the change of status from B1, B2 to work visa. But remember, that is very, very difficult. Why is it difficult? As employer, remember, this is capitalism. You are coming, most of the jobs you're going to apply are these normal jobs. Why should I wait for you, pay extra money for you to work on my warehouse while there are so many other people, either international with the work visa already, or they're international students, or they have green card, or they are citizens, already they can do the same job. I don't need to wait for 1 more month, 2 more months for paperwork. I don't need to pay whatever amount of money for change of status fee to the immigration. So for that case, if that is the route you want to use, I usually tell people, if you are visiting here, you have to apply so many jobs, hundreds of jobs, because many employers, they will bring you in, but once they find out you don't have the work authorization documentation, they're not going to hire you. And most of the jobs, if you go online, they will ask you, do you have work authorization to work in the United States? Will you need the sponsorship? If you say yes, they're not even going to bring you to the interview. So what you need to do is, yes, you can do that. It's allowed, but it's practically difficult. So for me, it will be easier for you to change the visa B1, B2 to student is faster and easier than B1, B2 to work visa. Unless otherwise there is an employer who will be interested to do that. But the majority of people will prefer for you to go to student, will be easier. Because once you're a student, by default, you're allowed to work the same way. So try quicker way, change to become a student. And don't wait until you are here. It is just 2 weeks left, then you want to change the status. No. You have to change the status to apply while you are on status. That's what you need to do. There is a question from Innocent. I have a little question. I have a dream to immigrate in other countries like United States or Europe. So tell the truth, which country it will be affordable to immigrate? So I don't know when you say which will be affordable to immigrate. Affordable in what sense? That means the cost of living is low, or the chances for you to be able to immigrate. That is a little bit ambiguous question. But what I can answer to you is, in order to immigrate from one country to another is not about affordability of that country. It is about you. Do you meet the qualifications? Do you meet the terms and conditions of that particular visa you are going to apply? Let's say you are standard 7. So even if I post scholarship for masters, it doesn't apply to you. So the first thing I usually tell people, sit down, review your qualifications, review your professional profile. Once you review your professional profile, you will be able to determine whether you are qualifying for what type of visa. Are you qualifying for student? Are you qualifying for work visa? Are you qualifying for even tourist visa? What visa do you qualify for? So the qualifications to qualify for will determine which countries, will determine what particular programs. For instance, you cannot apply for, let's say you end up in high school, you cannot apply for Express Entry of Canada. So the program itself can eliminate someone. If you have PhD, you don't need to go and apply certain programs. There are certain programs which you can qualify to be able to apply. So it depends on program to program. So that's what I can tell. Just make sure that what are your qualifications first. Okay. Hi EBM, happy to see you with a good healthy bro. Thanks to God, you really give us a good advice. Really from Nairobi, Kenya. Thank you so much. Really an Njogu. Precious Boko. Hi EBM, talking from Tanga, Tanzania. We have been inspired by your efforts. That application passed as some, while others are waiting results on. We will be waiting for the coming DV in 10 months to come. Yes, for those who didn't apply, application for the diversity visa lottery is in October each year. I don't understand why some people they stop applying. Maybe you applied last year or the year before, you didn't win. Don't stop applying. What does it cost you to apply for the DV lottery? Apply and look for other opportunities or continue with your life. You never know what is going to happen. So it's just an opportunity. Be positive mind. You apply. There are some people who have applied in the 14th year. That's when they won. There are some people they won in the first time. There are people they won for the second time. There is no guarantee. In the eyes of the US government, when you apply, each person is their first time. When you go into the application selection process, they don't care how many times you have applied before. At that time, you are the first time to apply. We have someone from Liberia, Ghana, Kenya, everywhere. Okay. Hi, please. I have 65,000 case number in Africa. Is a high case number or is a normal case number? Can I get a chance to be interviewed? 65,000, you get a chance. I've seen many times 65,000, they are calling for the interview and they get a chance to be interviewed and they get visa. Starting from 70,000, that is a little bit difficult. So 65,000 is a good case. I mean, it's high case number, but still you have very high chance of getting to be called for the interview. I see people from everywhere. Pauline Wekesa says, still dreaming of coming to the United States since 2012. Someone is asking what will be the easiest way to go to America without going to school or through going to lottery. I mean, if you get married to American, that is the easiest of all. It's a guarantee. Mr. EBM, this is done from Uganda. I'm not good in English, but what I want to come to the US to work. What should I do? Did you have any option on what should I do? I do not know your age, number one, because it depends. If you are someone in 20s versus someone who is 70 years old or 60 years old, the advice will be different. Yes, you cannot be good in English, but what is your education level? What is your work experience? So it can change depending on You can, depending like what is your field, you can go for a conference, you can go, I don't know, your education, even if you do not know very good English, if you are going for further education, or you can go for like you win the lottery. So there are so many other ways you can think of on how you can be able to pay attention to. How can I reach you for consultation? I'm about to go for B1, B2 visa interview this January. The easiest way, there are two ways. Number one, you go to the email, ebm@ebmscholars.com. You can just email us. From tomorrow, I'll be responding to all emails. But number two, you can go to the website ebmscholars.com, and if you click make appointment, there is a way you can pay direct online and create an appointment and choose the date direct from the website, and you'll get the confirmation email, the time, the link, and everything on how we can do that. Caballo, currently from India. How and when to apply for green card? If you're talking about the lottery will be when? In October, as usual. Hello, my sir EBM. It is fantastic to have you because of your task. Okay, can I get your number? Because I need to exchange something about joining my family in the US, my wife and my daughters. What you can do, you can either do two things. Number one, either you can email ebm@ebmscholars.com. If you go to that email, you'll be able to do that. ebm@ebmscholars.com. That is the email. You can be able to do that. But number two, if you go to the website ebmscholars.com, on the website you'll be able to get the appointment. If you go to the ebm@ebmscholars.com, you'll be able to see the appointment page. What you need to do, you just there are few ways on how you can be able to create an appointment. You go there on the website and you'll be able to do that. So that is, you can go there and click on book appointment here, and you'll see different ways on how you can book the appointment at the EBM Scholars. There are two options. Number one, you can pay direct everything with a Visa card, or you can go and pay, or you can email us, and then you can give you different ways on how you can be able to pay the consultation. Okay, any person on okay, I see people on the Instagram. In case you have been selected for green card lottery, is it necessary to have international passport during the interview? First of all, the concept of passport. There is no requirement of the passport in the application of the diversity visa lottery. But once you win, in order to fill the visa form, you have to have the passport number. On the interview, yes, you have the passport number because the visa will be stamped on the passport. So even if you have a child of 10 days old and the child wants to come to US with you, must have the passport. So the passport is a requirement after winning the DV lottery. Passport is not a requirement during the application of the DV lottery. what is the chance of getting a fully funded scholarship for masters in US or Europe? So the chance depends on certain factors. The factor number one to get full funded scholarships is your results, your GPA. What is your results? Most people with upper secondary class, that's good. If you have lower secondary, it has to be lower, closer to the upper second. That's number one. Number two, you need to have good work experience. Number three, you need to know how to write your resume, your CV. You need to write that one. Don't write your tribe. Don't write your marital status. Don't write the number of children you have. They don't care those kind of things. Then there are essays you need to write. For instance, in Fulbright, there are almost about 3 to 4 essays. If you are applying for Chevening, there are 4 essays. There are programs that have 2 essays. You need to know how to write to answer those type of questions, or to write in a very convincing way those essays. Then there is the issue of statement of purpose or motivational. There is the issue of recommendation letters. So there are things around which will support, but you need to have good results, first of all. There are certain scholarships that require you to have English proficiency test. There are some they don't require. And obviously, we have the service for full funded scholarships. People who are looking for full funded scholarships, we have the service for that. So if you go to the website ebmscholars.com, you go to the website, and then if you click on the full scholarships, it shows you what is the service about. The service, our service will be able to review your academic review and the recommending you good universities, the one you qualify, craft your resume, work on your essays and the statements, helping to do the university application, will help you with the visa assistance, and also give the guidance on the life abroad once you come here, and also like immigration status consultation, how you can compare, you are going to abide to the immigration and laws of that particular country, and how can you change from student if you want to have long-term goals to become a permanent resident in that particular country. So that is a service also we provide under the EBM Scholars if you are looking for scholarships. But you can be able to do yourself. I have a channel dedicated to these scholarships in that particular way. It's called the Fully Funded Scholarships with EBM Scholars. So that is a channel. But also on my website, I have all the resources you need to have in order to go about scholarships. New Year from Rwanda. Okay. Is it easy to get a master's scholarship with GPA 3.3? Yes, you can get that one. It's lower second, but it's lower second, which is closer to upper second, with additional to good essays, in addition to other factors. Yes, you can get a scholarship. Hosea Gardens say, hello, I'm in Australia, ila soon na kuona huko. Great, thank you so much. Hi, brother EBM. Is it possible to apply for green card lottery while you are in the United States? The answer is yes. You are allowed to apply for green card lottery regardless of where you are. The location of the applicant means nothing. The eligibility for you to apply, number one, is for you to be a native, to be born from a country which is eligible. So if you are Tanzanian, you are born in Tanzania. If you are born in Kenya, regardless whether you are in Sudan, regardless whether you are in the US, regardless whether you are in Australia, you are applying as Kenyan, you are applying as Tanzanian. If you are from Ghana and right now you are in Sweden, you apply green card not as a Swedish, even if you are a citizen of Sweden, but if you are born in Ghana, you will be applying as a native of Ghana. So they don't care where you are at the time of application. But what if you win and you are not in your country? If you are in the United States, you are allowed to do what we call the adjustment of status while you are in the United States. Remember, while you are doing the process in the United States, within, if you are the winner, you are in the US, make sure you are still legally in the US. If you are out of the status, they will deny you the visa. You must be legally here and be on status at the time you are processing your green card. If you are in other countries, not in your home country, you have the choice to process everything in that country or to do the interview in your home country. That's what you have that decision to make. Okay. For any person who hasn't received the email yet, remember, I've given the updates. I've been so sick. Now, within these 2-3 days, I've started getting better. So within these 2 days, all the emails will be responded. So if you send the email, you'll get the response very, very soon. Seka is asking, Mr. EBM, is it okay if I studied a diploma in MLT, I don't know what is the MLT, in Uganda, and won the DV lottery, and to continue studying the same program at bachelor's level in the US as a permanent resident? Or will they consider my academics? You are allowed if you want to continue to study. I don't know what is the MLT. I'm sorry. I don't understand that particular program, but you are allowed to continue what you are studying or to change something else. What I usually tell people is you might study something in your country because in your country is a big deal. Majority of people, sometimes we study things, not what we are, is our aspiration to become, but sometimes you study certain program because of the grades, or sometimes because that's what pays good in your country. But once you come in the US, even if you are not a doctor, if is your dream to become a doctor, you can study to become a doctor. So you can come here and, number one, look on what you really enjoy and what do you want to do in your career. So don't confine yourself that I must study this course because it's what I studied in my home country. No, you can study something else. Unless otherwise, what you studied, you want to continue with what you studied. Brandy say, my wife and I applied this time around for the green card lottery. We are waiting for the results on May 2024. Please, I need your contact. My contact is here. Email ebm@ebmscholars.com. And when you write in detail. Yes, I've already responded to your question. Is it possible to get master's scholarship with that one? Question from Alex Maranga. Hello, sir. God is good that you are back. Happy New Year. I have a high school level for education and diploma in agriculture. I want to use my legal means to immigrate to the US. Please give me the way forward. I do not know what part of agriculture you studied, but there are so many programs for internships, internships for agriculture in the Midwest, Missouri, Kansas, Iowa, Nebraska, Wyoming, all these South Dakota, all these states in the middle of the United States, they have programs for agriculture. So I don't know what type, part of agriculture do you study, but that is one you can look at. And if people with a diploma, they are able to get that one. So you can look for jobs related to that particular field. That would be my advice, because you have have agriculture, background, education, and I believe work experience in that particular area. I need to talk to you about scholarship you run. Please email me. If you email me, I promise you between today and tomorrow, you'll get a response because I'm responding to all emails. I have a few minutes left to end my live stream. Hakuna tumuha msomi. Hey, hi. Can I send can you send your email? Email, I've posted it there, the email. Happy New Year. Doreen is asking, Happy New Year, EBM. Any amount of money needed after winning the DV lottery? Yes, that's a very good question, and I want to answer that one in detail, people to understand. Okay, so when you win, filling the visa form, the DSC 260, it's free. You don't pay the visa fee. Once you are scheduled for the interview, you are supposed to do the medical examination. The medical examination will depend, amount depends on how many vaccinations you have. But in most cases, people will pay between $250 to almost $400. So that's amount you'll be needed for medical examination. Then you need to pay for the visa fee itself. Visa fee is $330. And that one you pay on the day of the interview by cash. Then, after being approved for the visa fee, you will need to pay for the card, the green card itself, to the Homeland Security, to USCIS, United States Citizenship and Immigration Services. But to pay for that one, you will need, first of all, visa to be approved, but it is $220. You can pay before coming or after arriving. So there is no big deal. So you can choose whatever you want. But that is another fee you need to have. So if you include those three fees, medical, visa fee, and the actual printing of the card, it is almost $1,000. Then it comes to the flight ticket. Flight ticket depends on where you are coming from. Which country? Are you flying from Central Africa, Northern Africa, East Africa, Southern Africa, West Africa to US? And you're flying to US, which part of US? East Coast, Central, Midwest, or West Coast? Let's say if you're flying from wherever to New York, will be cheaper than flying to California, possibly. Then, which season of the year are you traveling? Are you traveling in the summer, winter, that way? And the day you are purchasing the ticket, from today to the day you are traveling, how long wait is between? Are you purchasing the ticket today, you are traveling the same week, or you are going to wait for 2 months? So the ticket will be varying all those factors. So, which airline are you using? Are you using KLM versus are you using Ethiopian Airlines? Are you using Qatar or are you using Turkish? So the airline can determine the amount of the flight. So, but roughly, you are flying with one way, it can be $1,000. You can get $500, you can get $600, $700, but in your mind, put at least $1,000 is a flight amount. So up to that is about $2,000. Then where you are going, obviously you need to have money to start. Do you have agreement with someone? Do you go to stay with someone as a host? You are paying for place to stay, or someone said you will stay here for free for this number of days. So if someone says you are staying for free, it will reduce the amount you need to have in your pocket. If someone says from day one you will be paying maybe $1,000, so you know you need to have $1,000 to start with. And once you arrive here, you need to have the money to start, like transportation, food, and other things. So for that to start. So if you have at least $2,000, $3,000 extra from paying everything apart from the ticket, the fee, all those kind of things, that will be even more than enough for you to be able to start your life. Remember, you will be able to get a job as soon as possible, because once you arrive here, you are going to get the social security number within a week or two. From social, you're allowed to start working. So it's your responsibility to start looking for these jobs so that you can start working, so that you can be able to either pay for accommodation, pay for your other bills and expenses in that particular way. So depending, but the 2,000 at least is the minimum to start basic everything until the flight ticket. But to start the life here, that changes. Okay. Hariri say we met in Zanzibar and your wife has already completed masters in procurement and supply and got the GPA 4. We are ready to apply for PhD scholarship. Email me EBM at EBM Scholars, and then you can start from there. Email me today and I'll respond to you. Boaz is asking, is it possible for someone to get US visa out of his country? Let's say I'm in Italy, but I want to move to the US. Is it possible? The job of the US embassy is to provide the visa to anyone who is going to that embassy. They don't care what is your nationality at the time of applying. So, for instance, you are from, let's say you are from Tanzania, and right now you are in Italy. Yes, you do the interview in Italy, US embassy in Italy. There is no that you must go to your home country first to apply for the visa. No. But in the visa, in the application form, they will ask you, are you traveling from another country? You are not traveling from another country. You are already in Italy. So you are in Italy, applying the visa in US embassy in Italy. So that's what you need to do. You are not traveling to your home country, just to the US embassy to get the visa. So you do the interview in your country, even if it be a visiting visa. When do summer jobs resume? The applications, obviously, people now they apply to go to the summer. Is it still the service for the 500 is there? Yes, but I take fewer people because the embassies nowadays, they don't want to give many people that type of visa. Hello, EBM. What type of visa? Hello, EBM. What type of visa to apply? What type of visa to apply when you have won a DV lottery? Since you said you do not know whether you have won the DV lottery. No, you are confusing yourself. If you have won the DV lottery, you already know you have won the DV lottery. What I was saying is, if you have applied for the DV lottery, once you apply for the DV lottery, you do not know if you have won or not, because the results are not out yet. But if you have applied for the DV lottery and you have won the DV lottery, unless others your case number is very, very high, but if it's in a normal number, you are allowed to, you can wait for your visa, and obviously you apply for green card. But let's say you have won the DV lottery, and at the same time you go to scholarships, you apply student visa and come to US as a student. While in your US, you can be able to do the adjustment of status while in your US. Obviously, if you have won the DV lottery, you know you have won the DV lottery. I have 4 minutes left to end the live. Okay, wewe dada unayozungumza, nimeshakwambia kwamba swala la emails, nilikuwa na umwa, siwezi kujibu emails zote na umwa. Kukupata ndio shida, kujibu email. Sijibu email sababu na umwa. Mbona muelewi jamani? Huu ni kutafutana sasa ukorofi sasa. I've told you over and over, I was sick. I was not able to respond to emails. And you are still saying, why don't you respond to the emails? So should I respond to the emails because I'm on my bed? Like, this is sometimes you're upsetting people. People, you need to understand. I'm sick. I was sick. I posted the videos over and over. I don't know why can't you understand. What is difficult to understand? I was sick. I cannot force myself to respond to the emails. Sometimes people want to be, that's why, like, to answer people's emails, sometimes I mean, like, I was sick. How can I respond to the emails? There is a question from Samuel Jeremiah. Hi, I'm from Tanzania. I got F1 refusal on November 2023. I'm 23 years old. Can you advise me anything on my situation? How long you advise to wait until my second attempt? Or what tips can you give? First of all, for me, to advise you will depend. What program did you apply? Who was paying for your tuition and fees? That's another thing. How much was the tuition and fees? Was it the most high expensive school? Did you go say you are going to pay for yourself? Those kind of things. That would be number one. Number two will be also some of the questions they ask you. So the advice I will give you, so I do not know the background. That's why I do consultation, because I need to know the background. Because sometimes people get refused for the F1 because you are going to study bachelor degree in economics, tuition and fees, living expenses is 50,000. Obviously, they're going to deny you. Where do you get that amount of money? So when they refuse you, depending on what the reason to refuse. But again, you can apply depending whether you can change the university or change there is certain things. Maybe you didn't have certain documentations. So that's why if you can come for consultation, I can ask some personal questions and specific details or documentation. I can advise you on that particular way. But usually when you are denied the visa, they say, if you apply with this, you want to apply again, you can apply the next day, but make sure that you change the information. Like, there is a significant change. Let's say you apply as I'm going to apply to pay for my school. Now, you say I'm applying, but I got a scholarship. So there is a significant change in your status. In that particular way, you can apply even the next day, depending on those kind of situations. Good morning, Ernest. Kindly may you help me to get a job in the US. It depends on your qualifications. I do not know your qualifications, but if you go to my website, EBM at EBM Scholars, there is a service for work visa. I have to review the qualification first to see if you'll be able to do that. Emmanuel is asking, I mean, when you win the DV lottery and you are now applying for the visa to the embassy, what type of visa are you applying? Is it a visiting or immigrant visa? You are applying the immigrant visa. Visiting is non-immigrant. So there is a DS-160. DS-160, there are so many types of within DS-160. Visiting, student, blah, blah, blah. If you go to immigrant visa, DS-260 is one form. All people, when you fill that form, is a green card visa. Immigrant visa means you are coming to the United States to become permanent resident. You are coming to the United States to become green card holder. So all people who win the green card, they fill the Department of State form number 260. 260 immigrant visa means permanent resident. Once you apply the DS, you are coming for DS-160 is non-immigrant. That means you are coming for a temporary. You are coming for visits. You are coming for a student. You are coming for work. You are coming for sickness, whatever, conference. Those are non-immigrant. 160. 260, permanent resident. So if you win the DV lottery, you apply you fill the DS-260 permanent resident visa form, immigrant visa. Okay, now I have to finish right now. I'm ending my live stream. I have 5 seconds left. Thank you so much, each and everyone.